Hello, this is Nuclear Catfish, and welcome to, Nuclearcatfish Geeks About. And this episode, I'm going to geek about Big Hero 6, which is a Disney animated movie that, is currently in theaters, which I just got back from watching it, a couple minutes ago. So I decided to geek about it for a while. Okay, I thought it was overall a good movie, one that would appetize to most ages of people. One of those ones, it had a good writing overall, a very interesting storyline, wonderful animation. I loved the animation, it was great, and I'm not going to spoil too much of it, and just going to say that one of the reasons I liked it was because their villain was excellent. The villain had a good motive for being the villain, really. And also, the villain was played by James Cromwell, which if you don't know who he is and why I like him, it's because he was in Star Trek. Yeah, I bet you could guess that was why I liked him, because he was in Star Trek. Specifically, he was in Star Trek First Contact. He was Zefram Cochrane, the guy who invented warp drive in Star Trek. Anyway, back to the movie. I overall enjoyed it, like I said, and I think it's a good movie. It wasn't, your generic Disney storyline like how it was with Frozen and Tangled and all those other Disney movies. It was different, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. They also had Stan Lee in it, which, for those of you who don't know, he did Marvel Comics, and so... yeah, I enjoyed it. I recommend it for anyone to go see it. It was fun. It was really well paced. It didn't really slow down too much. But there are a few things I'm going to go over in more detail, specifically parts involving portals and alternate dimensions, I'm thinking. So, I may or may not do a review of that, so I'm geeking right now. I loved it. It was a good movie. Which, thing is, I don't think, unfortunately, it's not going to have as big as a fan base as Frozen did and as much as a following, because it didn't have, a classic storyline like Frozen did. But I liked it to be different, because if you use the same type of storyline over and over again, it gets boring and overall unappetizing to people. Yeah, anyway, I recommend the movie, so watch it if you want to. This has been Nuclear Catfish Geeks About. The first episode, I plan to make many more of these, which will involve me just geeking about random things. Anyway, see you guys next episode, and good night, everybody.